Hello everyone, Blackie Chan here, bringing you the best build for the Vector. In order to use this setup, you will have to basically max this gun out first to get the final attachment which is needed in this build. Here's a demonstration on how this thing can shred, and make sure to stay to the end where I'll explain everything about the attachments and why I chose them. Who else wants to get destroyed? Oh shit, shred it. What are you doing, I don't even know why he thought you was gonna win that, boy. It's the Vector. You are too close to me. Ooh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Ouch, 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 ouch. Well, I see you. Need to do a little bit better than that. Shit on. Oh my god. Alright, so here's the Vector. For our first attachment, we will start with the front rail. Here we chose the pistol grip. It's 10% sprint to shoot speeds that is detrimental to killing someone with this gun. Being able to start shredding first is key to winning, because this is an SMG and you'll be very close to people. Now, for the min and max spread accuracy, when you're firing your weapon, it has a maximum bullet spread and a minimum bullet spread, just like any other weapon. Think of a hip-fire crosshair, except this time you're aimed down the sight. The crosshair is invisible, but your gun still reacts in that invisible field, you know? Now for maximum spread, when you walk or shoot, this crosshair stretches outward in all directions to a certain spread point that it can't go beyond. And for the minimum, while sitting still or burst firing, the same crosshair is tighter, meaning you have a lesser chance of missing when you first fire or sit still. With the 20% accuracy increase, this makes it so that it is a higher chance to land a bullet. Broadly speaking, you land 20% more shots with this pistol grip. Now, some of you are probably like, well, why aren't you using the laser? You get 40% on both of them. Remember what I said earlier. The sprint to shoot time is very detrimental. You gotta get this gun up first. You have to be the first one to get this gun up. Even if you don't, it still shreds, but that's important. Now for your optics, this depends on how well you can see. My philosophy when it comes to certain reticles and sights, with the reflex, it's just a simple dot. I would say the reflex is better for longer range fights, because the dot is more precise and you need something that's going to be able to hit that small target from a distance. Now I use the holographic sight because I'm up close, and the reason why I chose the holographic is because the reticle is much bigger than the reflex. Now with a bigger reticle, it's much easier to trace your target in close range, so that's why I chose the holographic. It's just much easier to hit your target with it. As for the magazine, I'm pretty sure we all know at this point this gun's a shredder, and 25 bullets is not enough. Don't worry about your reload speed or your movement speed. Trust me, that you won't even feel that for real. Now we'll go to our grip tape. Recoil recovery is similar to spread, but this only affects your gun when you're shooting. So this is how fast that gun can go back to its original position before it was fired. With the 15% increase on that, it just makes the whole thing a lot easier to keep in, a circle, a smaller, tighter field to just kill somebody in. And we also get vertical recoil control, so that's not that bad. We don't have to worry about our 5% that we lost on our other attachment for our horizontal, so that's nothing. ADS speed, a lot of people will argue between these, but you don't need this either. I don't even think it stacks with your sprint to shoot speed. I think these are just two separate ones. So when you're walking, how fast you'll aim down the sights when walking, and then if you're sprinting, like me, I'm always sprinting to the target. The shoot to sprint time is much more important, so don't worry about your ADS speed. Now I chose the grip tape because everything else doesn't really counteract anything as good as the grip tape. Now a lot of people are probably asking, why did you go with quick draw? I didn't go with quick draw because an extra 10% of the sprint to shoot speed is good, but look at the ADS stability. If I'm walking, now it's going to be hard to aim at somebody. Like, I'm going to walk and the gun's going to start jumping up and even hide them sometimes, and that's not what you want. So I decided not to go with recoil recovery or this one because I don't really need the recoil recovery at this point. I didn't go with the light grip because yes, it has even more recoil recovery, but the other two aren't really benefiting me in that in any other way. Now, as for vertical recoil control on grip tape, that's going to lead us to our final attachment, the stock. And we're going to get that stock removed. We don't need it. 20% increase on shoot to sprint time. You even get 5% movement speed. That's exceptional. Now, 10% ADS flinch control really isn't that much, and nor is the other two -5%. But the vertical recoil control, this -5% is balanced out with this one here, the vertical recoil control. So now you're at 0, basically. You're only losing out on horizontal recoil, and what is it, 10% now? And that's 10% worse. It's just 10% worse, which isn't noticeable. I didn't go with any of the other ones here because they don't really help out in that regard. Yeah, you can do recoil control recovery. This is what I was using at first, but then I was able to get the shoot to sprint. So if you're not a type of person that likes to run that much, then I'll go with the padded stock. Every other thing here is just it's not that much better. Like, you don't want the precision stock because look at that recoil recovery, ADS speed, it's not there. With all that being said, this is how you keep the gun in a very tight, contained form of itself without it blasting and shooting all over the place. Like, this is how you can keep the accuracy even at a distance. You don't have too much resistance anymore, and that is the whole purpose of building it the way that I built it. If you've seen it in the demonstration, you can see that this thing shreds and dominates up close, and it can kill from a distance. All that was much easier due to the attachments that I have here. Now, that's it for the Vector 45 ACP. If you like this build, leave a like on the video. I might come up with another one. But until that point, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by.